Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we will present about global supply chain. Our lecturer name is Puan Hairani binti Ahmad Zainuddin. My name is Nofara Izzati binti Kamruzaman and my number battery is 1022.
My name is Nur Alia binti Guran and my metric number is 1024.
My name is Nurhazika Afrina binti Zari. My number metric is 1033.
My name is Nur Atika binti Nur Azman. My metric number is 1066.
My name is Maisura Mai Farah. My metric number is 1084.
What meaning of low-cost country sourcing? Low-cost country sourcing, which is LCCS, involves procuring goods or services from countries where production costs are significantly lower. This strategy is often adopted to enhance competitiveness and profitability. Companies typically consider factors like labor costs, material availability, and manufacturing capabilities. However, it's essential to also evaluate potential risks, including quality control, supply chain reliability, and geopolitical stability.
There is 5 points of challenge for low-cost country sourcing. For the first one, we have communication barriers. Second, we have regulatory compliance. Third, we have supply chain risk. Fourth, we have quality control. And the last one, we have long lead times. So here we have communication barriers. For the first one, we have differences in language, time zones and cultural norms can hinder effective communication and collaboration with supplier. As you can see in the picture below, here is an example of communication barriers. In English, we say clothes, but in Chinese, we say lifu. The conclusion here is both parties need to use a language that is easy to understand, which is English. Next, we have regulatory compliance. Navigating different countries' regulations, standard and trade policies can be complex and time-consuming. The impact of non-compliance can lead to fines and legal issues.
So this is supply chain risk. First is dependence on distant supplier can lead disruption. Example is want to produce clothes from Bangladesh country because low model, high quality. But the problem is always send staff to there to know the current issue and production process. You guys also know the majority clothes made in Bangladesh, especially Uniqlo brand. The second point is due to political instability, natural disaster or logistical issue. Example is if we take a supplier from state of Kelantan or Terengganu, everyone knows that at the end there will be a flood at the end of the year, so the delivery will not happen. In the terms of logistics will be effect due to natural disaster. The next is can affect the time delivery of goods. Just like example just now I give, when happen natural disaster, goods and production will be affected. So, the first step is establishing the proper governance for the process. Appoint staff according to skill and knowledge about managing goods and supplier. Second step is identify who your critical supplier are. Identify which supplier bring lot of problem into the production business. The third step is assessing risk at your critical suppliers. Know the suppliers brings more profit or loss. If it loss, remove it from list of supplier. The last step is mitigating risk from your critical supplier.
For the next point is quality control. Ensuring that products meet the required quality standards can be difficult when sourcing from low-cost countries. When sourcing from low-cost countries, it can be quite challenging to make sure that all the products that are purchased meet the quality requirements. There might be variation in manufacturing process and material use. So, it is possible that there are differences in the procedure of production and the materials they use.
The next point is longer lead time. Low-cost country can cause longer lead time due to large distance, custom delays, and complex logistics, resulting in higher inventory and holding costs, hinder companies' ability to respond quickly to market demand. So, for example, when a company wants to buy raw material from abroad, obviously there's a large distance between the home country, but there's also a complex process of documentation, licensing, customs, and logistic transfer. These processes takes a lot of time, which means the inventory and holding costs will increase to store the raw materials. But that's not where it ends. As you can see on the picture, when the raw material arrives at the factory, the company will use the raw material to manufacture new products before it can be sold to customers. This process will take even longer time, resulting in the company not being able to meet customers' demand on time.
Define objective. Every company have a goals of sourcing such as cost reduction, quality improvement, or access to specific skills or materials. And also, we need to know your objective can help guide the entire of sourcing process. For example, we can clarify the objective, the scope, how the scope focus on studies or reports, and the data in the company.
Second point is conduct market research. First, understand market condition and identify potential suppliers. Second, evaluate their capabilities, reputation, and financial stability to ensure they can meet your needs, which is a systematic process aimed at understanding a market, including its size trends, competitions, and consumer behavior. For example, a new coffee shop must understand target customers' preferences. Next, design the research use survey for customer preferences and competitor analysis for market trends. Then, collect all data and analyze to identify popular coffee types, the best pricing expectation, and peak hour of customer satisfied.
So, the next point is supplier evaluation. Ensure supplier meet company's requirements, help to identify potential risks and allowing informed decision making, help company find the best value to balance price and quality. For example, a clothing company is looking for fabric supplier. The company already planned the designs and material of the clothes they want to produce. So when they're looking for suppliers, they will evaluate whether or not this supplier meet the requirements they want based on the supplier evaluation criteria in the picture. After they did a research on the supplier, the company can make decisions on whether they want to work with them or not. If, for example, the supplier was known to be unethical to their workers by not paying their salary, the company can choose to not work with them. Instead, the company can continue to evaluate other suppliers until they found the one that can provide products with good quality and reasonable price to help save the company's budget.
So, this is for establish clear specification. First is provide detailed product or service specification to ensure suppliers understand your requirement. So, the next is clear communication helps avoid misunderstanding and quality issue. Every company need to explain about their company in terms of intro, scope, goals, user story, wireframes, functional requirement, non-functional requirement, acceptance criteria, and assumption constraint, so that production runs smoothly without any interruption that can disrupt their business. So that's all from me. Bye.
The last is monitor performance. Monitor performance is continuously track supplier performance using key performance indicators, which is KPI. If we do a KPI, we can understand or we can monitor the performance that the performance supplier is give important to improvement and give effective in decision making, which is on-time delivery rates, quality defect rates. And then it can help to identify the improvement and ensure suppliers meet their commitments, because it's important to achieving organizational goals. For example, as eco-textile, they need to sustainable and they need materials or components to produce their product, because they want to have a high product quality when they want to produce their product. So they need to have a proof and have to provide enough evidence to get the materials when they conduct an inspection in the supply chain to make sure they comply with the set of quality and make sure they follow the rules of the organization. Thank you.